They told him he was broken, too dumb, too slow, too soft. And he believed it for a while, until one day David Goggins decided to stop listening to the world and start listening to the fight within. That's what this video is about. Not motivation that fades in an hour, but self-improvement, the kind that rips comfort to pieces and rebuilds you from nothing. This isn't about feeling better. This is about becoming better. Every single day. Let's go? They pretend, they sugarcoat. Goggins calls it what it is, weakness. He says, tell yourself the truth. You're not working hard. You're not hungry enough. You're not pushing your limits. First, get brutally honest with yourself. Most people live in denial. This is where real improvement begins, in the mirror. But he had one thing, pain. And instead of running from it, he ran into it. When you stop saying, I'm doing my best, and start asking, is this all I've got? Tear it apart? Because nothing grows when you're busy protecting your pride. If you want to evolve, you have to strip away your ego. But every time you listen to that voice, you reinforce weakness. Goggins was 297 pounds when he decided to change. No money, no discipline, no direction to protect your comfort zone. But that same comfort zone is killing your potential. Not because you want to, but because it's war. And warriors don't wait for conditions to be perfect. Because you know every time you conquer resistance, you become the kind of person most people will never become. That's lesson 2, suffer voluntarily. Pain is your ticket. You want discipline? Earn it through struggle. You want strength? Forge it through failure. You want mental toughness? Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Why? Because pain introduced him to his real self. You don't grow by escaping discomfort. You grow by living in it. Your mind doesn't decide your limits, your actions do. Goggins ran 100 miles in 24 hours with broken bones, kidney failure, and nothing but willpower. Next, stop negotiating with your feelings. You change through truth. Brutal, raw, undeniable truth. Goggins says, your mind has one job, to keep you safe. To make life easy, you say, I'll do it tomorrow. You say, it's not the right time. Goggins teaches, shut that voice up, do it tired. Do it scared, do it without motivation, do it because you said you would. Fourth, callous your mind. I don't care how hard it gets. I don't care how tired I am. I will outwork, outlast, and outbleed anyone who doubts me. Pain, betrayal, failure. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And the only way to survive is to be harder than life itself. Just like your hands get tougher with hard work, your mind gets tougher with pressure. It tells you to stop. But if you can quiet that voice, even for a second, you will discover you've got so much more in the tank. The human body, when driven by a relentless mind, is almost limitless. That's what separates the unstoppable from the average, not talent. When you want to quit, go one more rep, one more mile, one more hour, because that's where transformation lives, on the other side of quitting. Not luck, but a mindset that refuses to quit. Do something that sucks, every day. Wake up at 4 a.m., run when it rains, study when you're exhausted, train when you're sore. He didn't hide from his trauma, he ran with it on his back and let it make him unstoppable. Let it light your fire. Let it fuel your fight. Let it remind you that you were built to rise. Goggins says, when you think you're done, you've only just begun. Not because he was built for it, but because he became someone who could suffer more than anyone else. And if you want greatness, you must train your mind the same way you train your body, by pushing beyond comfort again and again and again. Callousing your mind means doing the things you hate like you love them. It's not something you post about. It's something you become. Day by day, fight by fight, scar by scar. Now let's talk about one of Goggins' most powerful ideas, the accountability mirror. Stand in front of it. Look yourself dead in the eyes. No excuses, no lies, no soft language. You're fat because you eat like crap. You're broke because you waste money. You're lazy because you keep hitting snooze. It sounds harsh, but you don't change through comfort. Want to fix your life? Start with the mirror. And then get to work. Next, build a savage mindset. Not average. Not decent, savage. Goggins says, when you're driven, whatever's in front of you will get destroyed. A savage mindset means I don't care how long it takes. Because here's the truth, life is coming for you. Goggins became a Navy SEAL. Now here's another key, use the 40% rule. Most people quit at 40% of their potential. Pain is a liar. But a savage commitment to doing what's hard, what's necessary, what most won't do, until one day you look back. And you don't even recognize the person you used to be. So when you feel tired, keep going. When you hit a wall, break through. And maybe the most powerful lesson from Goggins, turn your past into power, abuse, poverty, depression, he's lived it all. But instead of letting his story break him, he used it as fuel. You are not your past. You are what you do about it. So don't wish your life was easier. Wish you were stronger. Don't wish for less pain. Use the pain. Because self-improvement isn't a trend. It's not a weekend project. You don't need permission. You don't need motivation. You need to decide, am I going to stay who I am? Or am I going to become something the old me wouldn't even recognize? David Goggins isn't a superhero. He's a man who made a choice, and so can you. You don't need perfect genes. You need discipline. You don't need a lucky break. You need consistency. You don't need inspiration. You need execution. So when life punches you in the face, you punch back harder. When your legs give out, you crawl. When your mind screams quit, you whisper, not today. Because that's what self-improvement really is. Not some shiny idea. Stay hard, stay hungry, stay relentless. Because you're not done yet.